please, let's stand if you are so inclined, and let's sing our opening song today, Swing Wide the Doors. And for those of you who are here every week, you'll be happy to know this is the last time. All right, y'all, here we go.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm back. Oh, my name is David Burke, and I'm your trustee on duty today. On behalf of Reverend Ronnie, the Board of Trustees, and our practitioners, I am privileged to welcome you to the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. Whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are truly welcome here. Here you will be validated, supported, and encouraged to be all that you're meant to be. Our vision statement is love in action every day in every way. We express this love by learning and living the principles of the science of mind. On the back of your program, you will find our Declaration of Principles. Please join me now in reading them, and I'll try to get it right. I believe there is an infinite intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe this intelligent power is only good. I believe this intelligence expresses as me. I believe through my conscious use of this power, I create my life as happy, healthy, and complete. And so it is. Do we have any first-timers here? We have a lot of people, so that's great. Would you like to introduce yourself and say where you're from?
Hi, my name is Courtney Cecile. I am from Portland, Oregon, and my husband and I are currently traveling the country right now, writing a trilogy, a story.
Awesome. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you. Anyone else? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Tina Floyd. I'm new here. I've been in Nahmod now for 4 years. This is my first time in here, and I feel welcome already.
Oh, great. Well, we're glad to have you. Anyone else? Well, let me be, yes?
I'm sorry. I'm Lisa Conlon. I'm from Concordia Center for Spiritual Living in Rhode Island.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a practitioner, and thank you for sharing your community with me. I've been here a couple times with Reverend Donna a long time ago, and I'm with Reverend Ronnie today. And congratulations. I am so thrilled. I've been playing along from Rhode Island watching.
Well, thank you. Welcome back. And I'd like to be the first to welcome Ruth Bennett. We're honored to have you here and speaking. Please, we invite you to stay after and get to know us. Thank you for coming. Have some refreshments. People are very friendly, so give a talk and find out what we're all about. We would like to thank all the people who make the Sunday celebration possible. First of all, it's you. It's almost filled to capacity. That is phenomenal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But everyone else who helps too. The kitchen people, the music, the video board, the chairs, you name it. There's a lot of people help out in the background, and they usually go unnoticed, but we appreciate all of you. Please direct your attention to the announcements that are in your bulletin, and if you're watching online, please visit cslaz.org for our announcements and events calendar. Please turn off your cell phones.
The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you, and you and I are one. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you, and you and I are one. Namaste. Namaste.
Good morning. It's so nice to see everybody smiling. So I'm Melinda, and I'm your practitioner today, and I'm going to start right off lighting this candle, which to me is the sacred candle for the sacred service. And it represents the light that is ours, that we share with everyone. So for our invocation, let us settle into the knowing that Source is waiting for us to celebrate life, the life guided by love, peace, and harmony. We come together this day to celebrate the good life has to offer by singing, listening, communing, and asking for prayer to get us back into alignment when we get distracted or upset. Thank you to everyone who is here who contributes to the good life we are living. We look forward to Ruth's talk, and life is good, and I celebrate this life that I have. And together we say, and so it is. I almost forgot what we say. Okay. Have you had those moments? So the topic was celebrating the journey of possibility. So I want to share with you today about the Peace Walk. In a world shaped by conflict and division, the need for peace has never been more urgent. Despite differences in culture, background, and belief, all people share a common aspiration to live in peace. Right now, 19 Buddhist monks and their rescue dog, Aloka, are walking. I don't know, it's so emotional to me. 2,300 miles across 10 states, traveling from Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C. They walk at a mindful pace, 20 to 30 miles each day. This pilgrimage is expected to take 120 days. 4 months of walking, weathering heat, cold, fatigue, and uncertainty, all for peace. They began October 26th and plan to arrive in Washington, D.C. in early February. And this isn't their first walk. Before this, they've walked 50,000 miles. As they walk through towns and cities, thousands of people come out and line the streets. Some bow, some kneel. They offer flowers and water. Some simply stand in silent support. This is a quiet walk. In a time when the world feels strained and divided, something in us still recognizes sincerity, courage, and compassion when we see it. Prayers can be heard when they stop to share healing energy with a woman in a wheelchair or a disabled child. One of the most moving aspects of this pilgrimage is their resilience. Recently, 2 monks were struck by a car. One lost his leg. Yet the walk continued, not out of stubbornness, but out of devotion. A reminder that peace is not the absence of hardship, but the presence of purpose. And then there's Aloka, their rescue dog, walking faithfully alongside them. A simple, tender symbol of loyalty, trust, and unconditional presence. Sometimes peace looks like monks in robes. Sometimes it looks like a dog with the white marking of a perfect heart on his forehead, padding quietly at their heels. This dog has the best of care. Recently, there was an issue with one of his legs. A vet performed a procedure, and then Aloka enjoyed several massages and a few days to rest before rejoining the walk. Many people cry as they approach. Why? We need this. It's a reminder to go within. A monk suggested, try to clean the mirror of your mind. For example, when you go to the bathroom to wash your face and brush your teeth, the splashes of toothpaste and water get on the mirror. When you clean it right away, it's easy. The longer you wait, the harder it is to clean. Keep the mirror of your mind clean. The monks are taking steps for humanity, literally. This is not a protest, but rather an awakening. What this journey teaches us is that peace is not something we wait for governments to declare or treaties to sign. Peace is cultivated. It is practiced. It begins in the mind, so keep it clean. And it is expressed through the heart with compassion and is carried into this world through action, one step at a time. Most of us will never walk 2,300 miles for peace, yet every one of us walks our own daily path. We choose how to speak, how to listen, how we respond to fear, disagreement, and uncertainty. Today, as these monks continue their journey towards Washington, D.C., may we walk with them in spirit. May we remember that peace is not distant. It is here. It is now. And it begins with us. Today is going to be a peaceful day. Namaste. Thank you, and I take this candle over to the prayer table, and I'm ready to accept your prayer requests. And I want to add a little something. Yesterday I sat and watched like 10 videos of the monks walking, and I mean, it just fills you with love and peace. So if you want to enjoy those feelings of peace, searching online for Monks Walk for Peace, you'll get a lot of video shorts. Do you know what shorts are on YouTube? Okay. And Heather, by the way, is doing a fabulous job of spreading our joy on YouTube. Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. She takes all of our talks and makes little shorts. They're all over. So if you go and you like our YouTube channel, then if you go on YouTube, those should pop up in your news feed. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
If you know this one, you're welcome to sing along with me. Looking forward, looking back, keeps your heart and mind in lack. A single-minded vision sets the heart free. Busy hands, a busy mind, you don't think you have the time, but you'll find that if you close your eyes and breathe, like a butterfly embracing all its beauty, from a chrysalis of shame you will awake. Just be still and know that in this present moment, the universe will show you the right road to take. Don't miss your miracle. Don't miss your miracle. It all is possible if you try. Expect a greater good today. Soon you'll know no other way. Refill yourself with faith and overcome your fears. In that conscious unity, if it's to be, it's up to me. Everything I need has always been right here. And just like a moonbeam dancing on the water, your imagination casts a shining net. You were born to create and you can't help it. We are all one spirit manifest. Don't miss your miracle. Don't miss your miracle. It all is possible if you trust and believe. The miracles are made by you and me. Don't miss your miracle. Don't miss your miracle. It all is possible if you trust and believe. And miracles are made by you and me. That miracles are made by you and me. That's from my heart to yours. Namaste.
Well, good morning. Well, funny thing, I love you back. My name is Ruth Bennett. I'm a practitioner here, though you don't see me often because I live in Cuenca, Ecuador. Did you know that this church is one of very few in the country that has a spin-off in a foreign country? There's only one CSL church in all of South America, and it's in Lima, Peru. I live in Cuenca, Ecuador. It's a heck of a Sunday drive. So I started a study group, and it's wonderful. I put an ad in there, a little notice in the Gringo Post, and a fellow showed up who was a practitioner. He'd let his license lapse, but once a practitioner. And so he and I put together this group, and it is just wonderful. We have 6 or 8 people. We sometimes have as many as a dozen, and discuss Science of Mind articles, or we have a book. We're doing chapters from Ernest Holmes' book right now. And thanks to all of you, it happens, because whether you know it or not, you pay our yearly fees. I lived in Green Valley for nearly 10 years, and in 2019, my wife Dee and I sort of upped and moved to Cuenca, Ecuador. It was surprise and sudden, would those of you that knew us think. It surprised us. All of a sudden, we ended up in Ecuador. It's a really beautiful city. It's about 400,000 people, about 10 or 12,000 expats. So it's a large enough expat community to be a community, but not big enough to be threatening to the locals like some other towns are in foreign countries when the expats move in. Here's an interesting fact for you. The difference between the longest day of the year and the shortest day of the year where we live is 22 minutes. We're just 3 degrees south of the equator, but we're up high. We're up 8,400 feet above sea level, so it never gets too hot. It's a very, very mild, in fact, Dee would say too cold a place to live. But it never gets below about 42, and it never gets above about 84. And most days are in the 70s, so it's one of those cities of eternal spring. I just wander around. I don't pay much attention to notes. The program says that the theme is embracing possibility. Well, I couldn't find the title, so I'm talking about something else entirely. Surprise! So I decided to use my very favorite paragraph. It's actually several paragraphs, but I'll point out my favorite from Science of Mind, the book Science of Mind, our textbook. And it starts off saying, "We are surrounded by an intelligent force and substance from which all things come, the ultimate essence in the invisible and subjective world. Of all visible and objective forms and conditions, it is around us in its original state, ready and willing to take form through the impulse of our creative belief. It works for us by flowing through us. This law we did not create, the law we cannot change. We can use it correctly only as we understand it and according to its nature. It must be and will respond to everyone because it is law, and law is no respecter of persons. We are surrounded by an intelligent force and substance from which all things come, the ultimate essence in the invisible and subjective world of all visible and objective forms and conditions. It is around us in its original state, ready and willing to take form through the impulse of our creative belief." So here's the part I really like. "Hence, it follows that if we believe it will not work, it really works by appearing to not work. When we believe that it cannot and will not, then, according to principle, it does not. But when it does not, it still does. Only it does according to our belief that it will not. This is our punishment through the law of cause and effect. We do not enter in because of doubts and fears. It is not a punishment imposed upon us by the Spirit of God, but an automatic result of failing constructively to use the law of God." And this, I think, is a good example, Dr. Holmes writes. "God does not punish the mathematician who fails to obtain the right answer to his problem. The thought of an unsolved problem does punish the mathematician until he applies the right principle and thus secures the desired result. Thus, sin and punishment, righteousness and salvation are logical reactions of the universe to the life of the individual." I might have done better at math if I'd known this. Well, does this clear up anything for you? Well, to dig into it a little bit. Okay, so what are the 5 steps of treatment? Okay, recognition is the first one. The second one is unification. The third is realization. The fourth, the gratitude, thanksgiving. And the fourth is, and I let go. So many people think that the magic, the manifestation happens at that third step, the realization. And that's where the total belief becomes manifest. Most practitioners that I have talked to about it tell me that this third step, this realization, is where some additional effort sometimes needs to be applied. If you listen to a treatment, sometimes you'll hear a practitioner kind of circle back around, might do a Thanksgiving and kind of circle back around to realization, because that's where God and we come together. When I was first learning the steps of treatment, I think of them as conjugating God. God is, I am, we are. That's how I learned to remember it, and it works for me because that third step is all about the we are. So next time you hear a practitioner do a treatment, kind of listen for that. See if they put that extra emphasis in the realization or they kind of circle back around to it. What is it you believe? What belief no longer serves you? Is an erroneous belief keeping you from your greater good? Dr. Holmes defines belief as conviction or feeling of the truth of a proposition or condition. Belief may go no farther than the intellectual assent, while faith embodies a trust and confidence. I'd never really thought about this difference between belief and faith, but there is a difference. Belief admits all degrees from the highest suspicion to the fullest assurance. But faith, according to Dr. Holmes, is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. He's not the only one that said that, but that's what it says in Science of Mind. So faith is a mental attitude and inwardly embodied so that the mind can no longer deny it. Faith is complete when it is both a conscious and subjective acceptance. Faith may be continuously generated in spiritual terminology. Faith means belief in the presence of an invisible principle and law which directly and specifically responds to us. Faith has made thee whole, is the quote. A friend of mine was caring for her 4-year-old grandson while her parents were out shopping, his parents. She fixed him a good lunch with a hearty sandwich and fruit and some carrot sticks and a big glass of milk. But he wasn't drinking his milk. She said to him that he really needed to drink his milk so he'd grow up big and strong like his daddy. And he looked at her with sad eyes and said, "I don't think that's ever going to happen." She said, "Well, why not?" He said, "I've been short all my life." My point is that how often do we claim an intention, based solely on what we know now rather than what we know can be? It's sort of a running joke in our Sunday group. Every week somebody looks at either me or at Ed and says, "Okay, now what is it we believe? Change your thinking, change your life." But it's true. Because how is a little boy going to think that he's ever going to grow up to be big and tall when he's been short all his life? Mark says in the Gospels, "Therefore I will tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." Doesn't that sound a lot like our treatment? How many of you heard of Reverend Edwene Gaines? She used to come to the church in Seattle and do a presentation. She's wildly funny and told great stories, but this was one that I liked. She told the story of a woman that wanted to go on one of Reverend Gaines' trips, and it was to England, and it really sounded like a wonderful trip. And the woman put down a $25 deposit, and the deposit was actually several $100s. And then she didn't pay another nickel. She said, "Oh no, God, I'm going on this trip." She was absolutely, positively, 100% certain she was going on this trip. All she ever paid was $25. They contacted her every couple of months, and she said, "Oh no, I'm going on the trip. Don't worry about it. It'll all be there." So she said, "Because God's going to provide for me." And this went on, and it got to within not very long before departure. And again, they had talked to her, and no, she wasn't paying, and they really hadn't planned on her paying. They didn't even have a spot for her anymore. But a woman called up, was ill, and had to cancel the trip. Non-refundable. And the woman said, "Please find somebody who really wants to go on this trip and let her have my spot." So they called up Ms. $25 and said she didn't even act particularly excited because she was so certain that she was going on this trip. She had no negatives left, and she went on the trip and had a wonderful time. That's it. She paid her $25. Belief is very strong enough that patients told that they were giving a new miracle drug to cause their disease were healed, even though the miracle drug was a chopped up piece of marshmallow. There are people that can walk through coals without getting burned because of their belief. Faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. Those of us in Science of Mind know that negative beliefs are likely to draw negative consequences. That neutral beliefs, don't do anything. But positive beliefs can bring positive consequences. Have you heard the phrase, act as if? Or treat, then move your feet? That's a way of exhibiting and manifesting your faith. You act as if. This woman acted as if she were going. She had started packing. She had bought some new clothes. She was all ready to go. Act as if. Dr. Holmes says in Love and the Law, if you could see your thought and take a picture of it and your conditions, you would see no difference between them. We cannot make affirmations and denials for 15 minutes and spend the next 23 hours and 45 minutes denying the thing we have affirmed and affirming the thing that we have denied and expect to see results. What do you believe, and how do you act on it? I think I've told this story before, but there are so many faces I don't recognize, I'm going to get away with telling it again. Ha ha. Besides, Reverend Kathy Ann in Seattle says you have to hear something 7 times before you think you thought of it yourself. I was talking to a young woman about travel. I was a travel agent for about 20 years, and I mentioned having gone to Greece, and she looked at me and said, "Oh, I've never been to Greece." And I looked at her and I said, "Yet." And her entire face and demeanor changed, because that opened up the possibility. I haven't been there yet. Well, that means I'm going in the future. Hooray! She would not be, if she kept on that, well, no, I've never been to Greece. She's probably right. She's probably never going to go. But I haven't been to Greece yet. That sets a really good intention. Then the law can work on that. You have planted that seed. And I bet she's going to Greece. I think that it's so empowering to know that I have and you have the opportunity every day to let the law work for you. If you believe that it works, it works. If you believe it doesn't work, you're right. It doesn't. So God can become to the individual only what God can become through the individual. God can only become what is manifested through you. So it's your choice every day with every thought. How exciting! Go change your lives. Thank you. Namaste. And I don't know if someone today is going to speak on it, but I'm going to take 2 minutes and do it. When I first came to Green Valley and started going to this church, I started going to the board meetings. And at Loma, poor Loma, dear Loma, was the treasurer. And every meeting it was, oh, well, which bills can we afford to pay this month? And I went to Donna and I said, have you ever done a pledge campaign? And no, the board wouldn't let her, but she said, I have this really good booklet here I got at a ministerial conference about how to do a pledge campaign, and she found it and handed it to me. Well, it was written by Dr. Kathy Ann Lewis, who was my minister in Seattle. I had been through those pledge campaigns. I'd also done a lot of work in my life in fundraising for political things and for nonprofits, so I had a little experience in that. So she and I put together the first pledge campaign and decided to make it fun, to put the fun back in fundraising. And so I know that next week you're starting your pledge campaign, and I ask you all to participate because I know that Don and his crew have a whole lot of fun things planned for you. So come in and play and shake those wallets loose, because this place is meaningful. It's meaningful for me. It's meaningful for all of you. It's meaningful to this community. It's meaningful to the world. So support it. Support Reverend Ronnie. Jackie is doing this. Those of you that were here and met Maddie and Roscoe, the world's ugliest sock puppets, know what she's talking about, and I'm sorry the rest of you are missing a great part of life. Thank you.
If you are called to stand, you're welcome to. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. One more time. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. Oh.
Let's not offend the Lord with a harsh clank of coin. Let's soothe the Lord with a soft rustle of paper. Or better yet, the digits of credit cards. If you would join me in our offering affirmation, please. My gift goes forward to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I share generously of my good, knowing it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. So blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Know me, know you, one. Know me, know you, love.
And what a blessing it is for me, for all of you, that this center is here with wonderful practitioners, a past wonderful minister and a future wonderful minister. God is good. And it is such an opportunity for those of us that are here to spread this good as we share it. And in a united front to have a place in this world, more than one place in this world, to share this message that God is good, that the law is the law and the law works. I am so grateful for this opportunity to be here, to see people whom I love, knowing that this love is reflected in love. I release into the workings of the law how this good may happen. It's not our business to know how, it's only our business to know that what we put out into the universe, that seed we plant, grows into our dreams and realities. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and we anchor this together by saying, and so it is. So please join us for coffee and goodies. I think I see both over there. And I appreciate you all so much. Thank you. Oh, circle. Show you haven't been here for a while. Circle. Yep, circle up the wagon.
So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are living a new world now. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand